Hello YouTube, hello world, welcome back to Total War, Warhammer 2. We are Karl, Franz.
I command here.
And we are the Empire. So, where we left off is we have fought off the Van Heimlings, and we've defended ourselves at Helmgard. But we were not able to take out Marienberg, who has now had time to recover, which is it's kind of a pain because now they have a full stack army. They only have the one settlement, but it is at a 3. And if we take a look, Empire Captain, a couple halberdiers, they have a decent garrison there. So we are going to have to bring ourselves some help. And I think what I wanted to do was bring Rupert up. I like him better as a fighter. But Marius is closer and has the movement to meet up with Karl. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring him over here. And we're going to set you on a course back over to Marienberg. Now, we do have some monies to spend. And Isleheart is the only one without a decent garrison. So, I think we might put gates up there. Or guardhouse, rather. That's 1,500. We have 1,500 coming in. I would also like the gunsmith. And we also need a blacksmith and an armory built. So that's a bit of a pain. We could probably do that at Grunberg, but it's going to be a little bit since we till we get that. Unless, oh, it's just cost that's keeping us from that, I think. So yeah, we won't spend any more money. We'll take our turn here, and we will get ready to take on Marienberg here.
Yes, my lord. Step to it. Onwards. By Sigma's right.
I don't like Heinrich coming into our land. Oh, that's excellent. You lost that fight, but you are drawing them out. That is perfect. Oh, you made it back, though. Well, that's not so good. The Grand Tour. There are few better ways to attain political standing than getting the common man on your side. One possible way of doing this is a grand tour of the states, in which you schedule a cavalcade to travel from capital to capital, where you will address the masses on any and all matters that might concern them. Needless to say, organizing such a tour would involve calling in a lot of favors and pulling a lot of strings to achieve. So we lose 1,000 prestige, or we gain 200 prestige by doing nothing. But we do get imperial authority. Yeah, let's get the extra point.
Yes.
So you do have
I will not obey.
the time. I can't see how bad they are.
I will marshal the men.
If you're in normal stance, you're not going to get there. But if we keep you in force march, you can get there to support us.
Onwards.
So let's bring you up.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Everyone else is in, I guess, good enough shape. So we'll come over here and fight this battle. And hopefully put an end to Marienberg.
Fight for our nation. Raise your weapons.
Ah, okay, so it does give us an advantage now, at least. Alright, we'll fight this. This takes a while to get into place. Okay, so we start to bring our cav in, the Pistoliers and the Reichsguard, just to kind of pull away some units and get some shots in on them while we're undercover. And our army's lined up over here. We bring our archers in to take out theirs. You see I have 3 units firing on theirs. Our gunners are getting some shots in over here. So they start to charge with their infantry here, but we bring ours up to meet them. And you can see in terms of their health, we just have them beat. So we're going to win these. Now we bring our archers around here to start flanking in and shooting them from behind. So they're going to collapse pretty quickly here. We can then turn and start firing on their range units here. And I do have one unit that was focusing in on the spears. before they all do. They also get flanked by another group of swordsmen. So these guys are gonna get slaughtered here. This is bad news for them. So, back over here again, I have the Reichsguard just chasing around units, charging into them, and then running off into another range unit. And over here, again, their units are breaking. I finally start to use some magic here and bring Karl over, because somehow they were forgotten in this. So once Karl gets over there, once we start using magic, it's really not going to take long for them. They're not going to last long. They're going to break. And especially with all of our units coming over to flank. Their range units kept breaking and then coming back. So I could have managed this better. Would have ended it a lot sooner. But again, I have the Reichsguard coming in, charging in on them. I mean, this is the last of it. They are now breaking. They're going to be on the run shortly. And this battle is now over. Okay, so we start to bring our cav in, the Pistoliers and the Reichsguard, just to kind of pull away some units and get some shots in on them while we're undercover. And our army's lined up over here. We bring our archers in to take out theirs. You see I have 3 units firing on theirs. Our gunners are getting some shots in over here. So they start to charge with their infantry here, but we bring ours up to meet them. And you can see in terms of their health, we just have them beat. So we're going to win these. And I do have one unit that was focusing in on the spears. Before they all do. They also get flanked by another group of swordsmen. So these guys are gonna get slaughtered here. This is bad news for them. So once Karl gets over there, once we start using magic, it's really not going to take long for them. They're not going to last long. They're going to break. And especially with all of our units coming over to flank. I mean, this is the last of it. They are now breaking. They're going to be on the run shortly. And this battle is now over. And that is a decisive victory. It would have been even more decisive if I had remembered that I had reinforcements. But that's okay. I guess more experience and kills for Karl and the gang. I even brought Karl in late. But that's okay. Almost 2,000 of our army remaining, only 339 lost. They lost their entire army, so it looks like Marienberg is done. We can occupy.
I command here.
Strong.
And the wasteland has now been secured. And Marienberg destroyed. So, executed captives after battle multiple times. Enemy leadership -2. And public order -3 in the enemy province. Okay, executioner gained. Apprentice Wizard, Power Reserve +20. That is excellent. Power Reserve +8. That is excellent. So before I forget to do that, you get the Head Wizard and the Apprentice Wizard. And yeah, that's good. That will be good for you.
Yes, my lord.
So apparently, Marius, I rushed you over here for no reason, because I did not need you.
What does the Emperor bid?
So let's use our points here. Let's get, magical reserves.
Now.
Not yet. Rank 16, we got that. Imperial Gunnery, missile damage for mortar. Okay, that's going to be good to have, but we don't need it yet. Pistol Corps. You know, actually, after... I do need to start giving, Karl some buffs after that. We almost lost him in that one fight, but I still do really want to open up Lightning Strike, so let's go with let's see, attrition. Yeah, let's go with the attrition here.
Is it time?
By the comet.
And settlement upgrade available. Fort Bergris. You are kind of unguarded at the moment. I don't like that. But I did want to spend this money elsewhere. I think what we'll do, it's 4 turns to get you there. So if I do this, it's 3,200, which will leave me at 2,400. So I'll have to wait 2 turns to get the blacksmith. I don't like that. Because then the blacksmith is 3 turns, so that'll be 5 turns waiting around for it. Yeah, we're gonna go with the blacksmith. I really want to get that built. Not there though, actually. I wanted that built here. Nileheart. Okay. And we'll leave that money there. And actually, maybe what we can do...
Praise Sigma.
Where is Rupert?
Sigma
Rupert, I don't think you need this army anymore. And... let's see... 105... yeah. I think if I disband
Champion of the faith,
you 3...
true servant of Sigma.
then I will have enough to upgrade Fort Bergris next turn. Perfect. Marienberg, we do have a commandment, and I want growth. And we will end a very successful turn here. If we take the Black Pit, we can easily go to war with either Nordland or with Middenheim. But let's take a look also at our the elector counts. Fealty is at 5. Boris Todbringer, fealty's at 2. 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. So 7 out of 10. Everyone here likes me pretty well. 9 out of 10 with Balthazar. That'll be great.
Who calls?
So it's really you
The
two
Empire.
are the problems. And I feel like if I take them out, if I take care of these problems, then the rest of the Empire will join along. So that may be the way to go here.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Is to
I command here. Ready.
take some spearmen.
Praise Sigma.
And get ready for a fight at the Black Pit. Okay. I think that'll be the plan. So that seems like what we'll do. Helmgart, you're okay for right now. Fort Bergris, you look like you're gonna get attacked here next. Which should be okay.
To the provinces.
And next turn we'll have 4,300. And we can upgrade you. Let's build that just to get some growth going. Alright, we'll end the turn here. We've been through this before. We know what to do and how to take them, so let's fight this battle. So we should be familiar with this scene by now. A army of beastmen charging our walls, coming to invade our fort. And we have a very familiar setup here. Although this time it is a little bit different, since we have upgraded the fort. We have halberdiers up front. Let's see. So we have the halberdiers, spearmen, and swords up front with our Empire captain. And over here we have Rupert, swordsman. I think we have great swords in here. Yeah, right there. So, a very familiar setup. And the doors have opened. The beastmen come. So Kazrak is taking a bunch of arrows to the face as he comes up. Mortars come in. And they come charging into our wall. Oop. Into our wall here. But spears and halberdiers, these guys are really no match for it. So one of the things that I did forget to do in my setup, I got a little lazy, is I forgot to toggle skirmish mode on our archers. So you see here what happens. Everyone comes up untouched now, which is a problem. As we see, so now there are more of them that come charging in, including Kazrak. This side is untouched though this time, so they did try a different strategy at least to kind of push everyone over to one side. But now we finally have our archers lined up correctly, so they will start at least taking out the range. This range, their range units, I think could have been the difference. They really could have messed up our infantry that's holding back the army. So we have them all engaged here. We do bring our Empire Knights over for a charge in on their range units that did make it over here. But first we charge into their backs. We can then rush over to the archer unit and begin attacking them. And then cycle back. If we take a look over here, it's still all quiet on this side. Archer units are doing their job now. So if we look here, we are just battling back and forth, but Kazrak has been defeated at this point. That's a huge blow for this army. and one that I don't think they'll be able to come back from. So they did manage to bring over a few units onto the opposite side also. They're just outmatched here though. So these guys are never going to be a problem. So the armies are broken on this side now. Again, losing Khazrak is pretty much the end for them. The Empire Knights cycle charging into their backs. They were never going to be able to last long. And I'm proud of our boys here for standing up, because they took a big brunt of the damage. By losing our archers on the wall there, they had a lot more to deal with than they have had. So great job all around. This battle is won, and the fort is defended once again, and Khazrak defeated again. So I messed that one up pretty much as bad as you could. Got a close victory out of it, and still lost half as many as they did. Or I'm sorry, way less than half. We lost 316. They lost almost 1,700. With our archers, who is really where I made the mistake with. The archers and the gunner here. But 127 kills, 112, 147. I mean, that's lethal considering I forgot to take them off skirmish. So that gave us some problems. We're going to pardon the captives here. I don't really care about the replenishment rate. They're not going to come back for a little bit. So we'll take the money.
Your king sends brave men to approach me, this Hexenstag.
So yeah, I thought we had something going here with Bastogne. Alright, so Rupert gets a speed banner. What I don't like here, I don't like having these two armies stacked together. These two armies, plus they are a level 3, so they're going to have a garrison, a decent sized garrison at least. It just seems like a lot of headache. We're going to lose a lot of units. We're going to risk losing everybody. And we're going to wind up with the Black Pit, which is an unpleasant climate, giving us -1, like all these penalties, and then not even being able to take Wrecker's Point to take the province and issue an edict or anything. So I just don't see this as worthwhile.
I command here.
What I am going to do, though, I'm going to move you down here.
On march.
Because if that army moves, if one of these armies moves, then it will be worthwhile, I think, to put an end to them, not have to worry about them declaring war against us, and just kind of killing off that faction. So that would be worth it. For you, I want to bring you over here so you can reinforce him. And take some spear units and 2 crossbowmen, so that you can recruit some people. Fort Bergbris, I want you upgraded. And
I will marshal the men.
I'm gonna move you down here. I want to recruit these guys. It's a pretty strong army that I can build with them. And now that I'm having the blacksmith built, I can give them some good units. And maybe send them up here and take on Crooked Moon and start clearing that out. That might be their mission. So we'll do that. We have all our money spent, and that's it. I'm gonna call it an episode here. Not sure if this one's more on the shorter side. I'd like to keep them around this length, I think, from now on. So if you've been watching and you've gone through like an hour-long episode or some super long ones up until now, I think I will start shortening them up because now it's more it's easier to break it into little segments. So I'm gonna start doing that. Again, though, leaving off here, a lot of questions. Do we go to war with the Black Pit? Do we see what's going on with Heinrich? Maybe go to war with him? Maybe go to war with Middenland? We still are at war with the Vanheimlings, which I am tempted still for a peace treaty. Real quick, we'll check. Are they still open to it? Vanheimlings.
I've been looking forward to this.
They are.
Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
So next episode we may call for peace with them, so that we don't have to worry about northern invasion, at least from them, anymore. So we will leave this episode here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. I'm assuming you are if you've made it this far. Still got a lot to do. We will see you next time.